More than 10,000 people have had to leave their homes, and some are now depending on other communities for support. One of those places is reaching out and offering a helping hand. It's Prince George, BC. This morning, their mayor, Lynn Hall, is joining us with the latest on the evacuation centres in that community. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome, Rosa.
So, Lynn, give me the latest on that. What's happening with those evacuation centres right now?
Well, we've got one evacuation center that was established in our college. We're opening up another evacuation center at our university this morning with about 190 cots. And then we're opening up a third one this morning as well, which is in one of our secondary schools. And we anticipate that we'll probably have 200 or 300 cots set up in that location.
I understand that the evacuation centres in Kamloops are full and they're sending more people your way. Is Prince George equipped to handle what could be an onset of a lot of people?
Yeah, we are equipped to handle that. Kamloops received a number of evacuees because they're closer to the fire. But now with the road closures, Prince George is really the next largest community north of where the fire is. So we're ready to handle the evacuees that show up here.
So there's the aspect of dealing with the people coming. There's also the impact on the people who live in Prince George. How are they coping with everything that's going on?
Well, Rosa, they have really coped well with this, and the outpouring of support has been unbelievable. People just want to volunteer in any capacity. They want to provide everything from groceries to their homes, and the outpouring has been unbelievable. So I can't thank them enough for that.
Tell me about exactly what they're doing. You mentioned that they're offering up groceries and so forth. Are some people actually taking the evacuees in? Give me some examples of what people are doing for the fire evacuees.
So we have a large community bulletin board at our main registration center for evacuees, and on that board is a number of people who have put their homes up and contact information. So if people would prefer to stay in a residence, they have those contact information right there at their disposal. They can contact the families and they can make arrangements to stay in somebody's residence. People are coming by with truckloads of water, truckloads of dry food. We're coping with a number of pets that are coming with the evacuees. The Humane Society has opened up their doors. We have people that are donating and companies and businesses that are donating cat and dog food. It's just a myriad of supplies that are showing up, and we're very grateful for it. Some of it we have a difficult time storing, but if it's non-perishable stuff, we can certainly get that out to people.
Mayor, I can imagine you have the weight of the world on your shoulders right now, being at the helm there. How are you coping? What's it like for you?
Well, it's very emotional. I spent time since we opened up our evacuation center, I spent time there, and you meet families that have come in and they virtually lost everything, and what they're carrying is really in their vehicle. Met a family the other day, mom and dad and 3 children, and I think they were okay until it came time to register at our evacuation center, and mom and dad broke down, and it's quite understandable. They have just virtually lost everything, but I think they grasp onto the fact that their family is safe, and that's what we're hearing with everybody that shows up. They're grateful for the service that we're providing. They're grateful that they escaped the fire, and just grateful that their family is safe and sound.
That's an interesting point you make, because clearly their physical needs are being met in terms of food and shelter, but are there any resources to help with the emotional toll that something like this takes?
Yeah, there are, and we have our manager of social development on hand. She's part of our emergency operations team. So we're providing any social services that these people need. We're providing medical care, pharmaceutical care. So there are some people that have come here that are on medications, and they weren't able to bring those with them. So we're providing that service as well. So all of the healthcare services and programs are in place, Rosa, for these people to access, and we're actively doing that with whoever needs help.
And are you getting the help from the province that you need?
Yeah, so the Premier just announced yesterday $100 million relief funds for victims, so that was certainly a real help. We work closely with the Emergency Services Department of the province of BC. We have people from that department actually right here in Prince George working with our emergency operations team. So that's a very good connection for us.
Okay, thank you for your time on this, Mayor.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much, Rosa.
Okay, we'll be watching. That's Lynn Hall. He's the mayor of Prince George.